Welcome back. It's the Twin Cities Live Backyard Campout Edition. What would a camping show be without something that goes bump in the night?
Ooh, here with some scary stories from the website Paul's Trip to the Movies, presented by Muska Lighting. It is Paul McGuire Grimes. Hi, Paulie. Nice to see you, friend.
Hello. It's great to see you as well.
Paul, do you really recommend that someone watches a scary movie outside if they're doing a campout?
Of course. It adds all to the suspense, and any little chirp in the night just is even better.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so we got a couple cool things here. We're going to hear about a couple great movies. But first, Paul got to sit down with the aforementioned Kevin Bacon to talk about his new scary movie, You Should Have Left. Take a look.
Somebody wrote in my journal. Do you like it here?
No. Do you?
I hate it.
Have you had any ghostly encounters yourself?
Nope. Really would like to have one. You know, it's so interesting when I've done movies that have had a scary bent or involved something supernatural. You know, when I get that question, I go, boy, I'd love to see something flying across the room, or you know, have some kind of, you know, have a close encounter with an alien, but it just hasn't happened yet. You know.
Does this wall look right to you?
What are you doing?
26 feet. 21. This room is 5 feet longer on the inside than it is on the outside.
How does that work?
It doesn't.
The house in the movie is so eerie and bare and was like another character in the movie. Did it feel as creepy filming there? Because I know some of it was shot in that house.
David Koepp, who is the writer-director of the film, had wanted to conceive of it not as a classic kind of gothic horror house, you know, with a little antiques and you know, creepy old pictures and stuff. You know, he wanted to be minimal and modernistic and Spartan.
Thank you so much for the interview today. The movie is really great. I'm glad people are going to be able to see it. I have to tell you, this is going to be my mother's favorite interview of all time because she's seen the Bacon Brothers in concert so many times. We actually saw Wild Things together in theaters, not knowing what we were getting ourselves into. So thank you for those memories. So thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate it.
All right, send my best to your mom.
Oh, that was a nice closing
Yeah,
line. That was very good. I think that movie looks good.
A little spooky.
Really spooky. But when he said it's 5 feet longer on the outside than it is, or on the inside than it is on the outside.
Yeah, that's a little bit creepy. Let's see
Okay,
what
Paul.
Paul
What did you think about it?
This is a really suspenseful thriller, and I think it's, you know, we've seen a lot of movies about haunted houses before, but this is a little bit different because the house is very modern, it's very minimal and bare, so the house feels really eerie, and it feels like another character in the movie. And Kevin Bacon, a nice, solid performance as he teeters on jealousy and paranoia. And the movie really plays on nightmares and past trauma as well, and how that all kind of aligns in our heads, and how do we deal with that?
Paul, I love the idea that this movie is under the 2-hour limit that I have set and no one abides by.
I thought of you instantly. 90 minutes. And the next movie we're going to talk about is even shorter than that, Steve. So this is really for you this weekend.
90 really works well, though, in a scary movie because then
Yes.
that means we're not taking much of a breath. The action keeps coming, the suspense.
Exactly. And it is suspenseful from start to finish with this one. You should have laughed. It's pretty well done.
Okay, now from a scary movie to something a little bit more action-packed. So Paul got to talk to Joseph Gordon-Levitt about his new movie, and it's in a unique setting. Look at this.
So guys.
I really dug the movie. It's like such a tight, claustrophobic feel, which I don't feel like we always get with these sort of, you know, hijacking plane movies. So congrats on that.
Thank you. You know, it's funny. It's a movie that all takes place in a cockpit during the hijacking of a plane, but I do feel like it's so different than what you imagine when you think of a hijacking movie. That the whole aviation was as realistic as possible. This movie is all about realism, and that made it really challenging but also really rewarding as an actor to be able to immerse myself as much as we did in this movie.
They don't have knives. If you work together, you can beat them.
How have you tried to stay creative throughout all of this quarantine?
I have trouble being creative all alone. I'm used to collaborating. I grew up on sets and stuff, and Hit Record is this online community that I started many, many years ago that's all about creative collaboration, whereas a lot of art and creativity online is people sort of showcasing things they've made on their own. On Hit Record, it's about people collaborating and making all kinds of things together. And that's been a really beautiful, kind of uplifting silver lining in the midst of these really trying times.
I really dug the movie. I hope people see it.
Thanks. Great to talk to you.
Okay,
Oh,
Paul,
well, how charming is he?
what is the movie officially called? Is it 7,500?
It's 7500 or 7500. It's a squawk code to let the airplane crew know that the plane is being hijacked. So it's about this hijacking, but it all takes place in the cockpit. So it's this claustrophobic, tense feel, and it leaves up to the imagination of you, the viewer, to figure out what's going on in this plane because you don't know. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character doesn't really know. So it's a different type of movie. You know, he's great. Like, he's got that kind of innocent, geeky vibe. He's not the, like, brooding hero type that we often see in these types of movies.
Oh, so it's a short movie, too, and you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Yep, 85 minutes, Steve. I mean, it's go, go, go from the beginning. So
Paul,
you can watch it for free this weekend.
Do they pull it off, though? Because we've seen some other movies, I think, have done this. Like, we're kind of going to do it just in one space. Did you ever feel, looking back, like, oh, they could have moved out of that for one point? No.
Because then I thought it was great. Because it keeps the story nice and tight, too. We're not dealing with a bunch of stock characters or unnecessary plot points. Meets just this tight little story, and I think it's really well done.
That looks really good. Paul,
I'm going to watch that. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can stream it.
Yeah, it's great.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for being a part of our Backyard Campout show. You can visit Paul's website. It's called paulstriptothemovies.com for updates on movies and streaming services. You can also listen to him on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday. You can also watch his YouTube channel. He's all around. It's also called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
Yes, it is.
TCL's movie trip is brought to you by who, Elizabeth?
Muska Lighting. Their showrooms in Roseville and Eden Prairie are open now. So they're cleaning their showrooms, and they ask that visitors wear a mask, too. And right now they have special packages to choose from. These are really cool. They will coordinate your lighting between your dining room, your foyer, and your island, and all for one price. So you can find these packages at muskalighting.com. Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's movie trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.